court conjurer and advisor for Azeroth's king. Agwin seduced the magician and conceived a son by him. Aelin's natural affinity for magic would run deep within the unborn child, and define the tragic steps the child would later take. But wasn't if she was so powerful? Wasn't her natural affinity for magic also run deep within the child, or maybe she didn't have a natural affinity for it. Maybe she had an affinity for. Well, maybe she got to where she was through extra work and whatnot. Well, Medivh's father had a more natural inclination towards it. Well, like, some people are more skilled towards a topic, like, more adept at it. So if someone else wants, it comes to them easier. While if someone else wants to get into it, they have to put extra work. Maybe that's the case. Natural affinity for magic would run deep within the unborn child and define the tragic steps the child would later take. The power of Tearsful was also implanted in the child, yet it wasn't to awaken until it reached physical maturity. Time passed, and Agwin gave birth to her son in a secluded grove, naming the boy Medivh, which means keeper of secrets in High Elven tongue. In the High Elven tongue, Agwin believed the boy would mature to become the next guardian. However, unfortunately, the malignant spirit of Sargeras, which had been hiding inside her, had possessed the defenseless child while still in her womb. Agwin had no idea that the world's newest guardian was already possessed by its greatest nemesis. Certain that our baby was healthy and sound, Agwin delivered the young Medivh to the court of Azeroth and left him there to be raised by his mortal father and his people. She then wandered into the wilderness, prepared to pass into whatever afterlife awaited her. Medivh grew to become a strong boy, and had no idea of the potential power of his Terrasphilian birthright. Sargeras bided his time until youth's power manifested itself. By the time Medivh had reached his teen years, became very popular in Azeroth for his magical prowess, and often went on adventures with his two friends, Lane, the Prince of Azeroth, and Anduin Lothar, one of the last descendants of the Arathi bloodline. The three boys constantly caused mischief around the kingdom, but they were well liked by the general citizenry. When Medivh reached the age of 14, the cosmic power inside him awakened, and clashed with the pervasive spirit of Sargeras that lurked within his soul. Medivh fell into a catatonic state, which lasted for many years. When he had wakened from his coma, he found that he had grown to adulthood, and his friends Lane and Anduin had become regents of Azeroth, though he wished to use his incredible newfound powers to protect the land he called home. The dark spirit of Sargeras twisted his thoughts and motions towards an insidious end. Sargeras revelled with the new darkening heart of Medivh, for he knew that his plans for a second invasion of the world were nearing completion, and the world's last guardian would bring them all to fruition. I love how just random civvies have tomes that delve into the minds of Medivh. It's quite impressive, really. Why is this one red? Bloody Strike. Damage increased by 10%. Critical chance hit by 15%. No, chance to hit reduced by 20%. It's 5% per stack. Don't know how many times it stacks. At least up to 6. 7. I would figure it probably caps out at 10. 8. 9. 10. Yeah, it caps out at 10. So it can do 50% more damage, but be 50% more likely to miss.
What can I do for you?
Excellent work, Harenger. It'll take the River Pearl weeks to recover from the blow you just dealt. Please take an item of your choosing as a reward for what you have done. Who is this shadowy figure? We have to get to Moonbrook.
Be careful. Need help?
What the? That's weird. We have a camp near Moonbrook for quite some time now, Harenger. One of my best soldiers works the area, along with a company of Sentinel Hill troopers. Report to Captain Alpert now, and find out if he has any news about the happenings in Moonbrook. Another ally of mine is at the Moonbrook camp. His name is Toralius. I met Toralius in Northrend during my time in Velgard. He's a wise and powerful shaman. Perhaps his abilities could help us solve this mystery.
For the Alliance.
I wonder. Actually, first, you're the only one with a quest for me, right? Yeah, and it's that one.
See you around.
Probably should grab it just so it pisses off, but yeah. Fuck, I'm tired.
Hello. Have a good one.
That's weird. I need a ride. I need a ride fast. I have an important message to deliver.
See you around.
Does that do anything? No.
See you later.
Okay. In that case, we have to go boot it over here. I was kind of hoping I could just, talk to him and will that be that, but no. So are you still on 10? Yeah. Can I be honest? I think some of these are different. Tuggy. Resets the remaining cooldown on Garrote when a target dies with your Garrote active. Prey on the weak. Enemies disabled with your kidney shot, cheap shot, or sap take 50% increased damage from all sources. So that includes this thing. This is cheap shot. Okay, down here is a sagefish school. Didn't think you could get sagefish here in Westfall. I thought they were a higher level fish. Still classic, but higher level. Okay, that quest there is just another part of Captain Sanders' thing there. I'll deal with that at some stage. I'll have a quest leading me up along the beach once I go here to the lighthouse. I'll deal with it then. Tina Skyden. Alright. The natives of Restless Harenger. I don't know what's going on, but homeless activity in the area has quadrupled in the past 2 days. We didn't know any better. I'd say they were planning something. We've noticed a rise in violent acts amongst the homeless of the area. Something or someone is getting them all riled up. Now whoever's behind all this is getting more organised. Just recently a group of thugs came through here, handing out pamphlets. Enter Moonbrook and look for evidence. Propaganda, leaflets, whatever. Bring whatever you find back to me. Maybe we can find a source through the writings. Oh, and there's Toralius. I remember seeing him before in Northrend. Here's the tugs. Don't mind me, sir. Just knocking you the fuck out. And having difficulty looting your pockets. Empty wallet. Alright, we'll just go sell your wallet then. Also notice the quest is actually called, just straight out called Propaganda. Now all I can think of is the song from JoJo. There's a song called Propaganda, and it sounds pretty cool. Obviously I can't put it on now. Just go, but you know, if you just go Google JoJo and Propaganda, I'm sure you'll find it. The material of this bandana is identical to the material found at the Furlbrow murder scene. You collect more red bandanas as evidence and return what you find to Captain Albert. Damn it. Oh, nice. Let's see, I can read this stuff. The hour of redemption draws near. The hour of redemption draws ever closer, brothers and sisters. Tonight we shall shed this shell of our former lives and be reborn as heroes. And this is printed in red ink. Give a man a tabard and he'll pledge his undying loyalty to your cause. These men are now government sheep who care not for your hardships. They wear the tabard of their leader and care only for what he desires. The Moonbrook Times. A group of homeless Samaritans brutally murdered behind Furbo Farm. Witnesses state that 4 men killed at Furbo's farm were on their way to delivering dirt pies to a shelter on the east coast when attacked. Jim Candles McCannigan, an eyewitness on the scene, had this to say: "Yep, so the whole thing go down with my own 2 eyes. Was a male rogue. It was something like he looked like he might have been on something. He ordered to pull bombs in broad daylight while shouting obscenities and proclaiming his love for Stormwind and King Varian. I think he might have killed Lou immediately afterwards. I was too shaken up to see." There's a secret journal in here. What's up with his arms? Oh, it's a tattoo. Alright. I wasn't entirely sure were they tattoos. Was it chains draped around his arms? Was it scarring? I had no idea. Okay. Let's head on upstairs and see what's here. Remember, there used to be a merchant NPC in here. This is the end of the line, pal. Yeah, for you. Let's see what this has to say. I can hardly believe it. We've endured this torment for 4 long years, but soon it'll all be over. The Brotherhood will be reborn. We will then wash across this land as a flood to cleanse it of its filth and corruption. There we go. I need to get 1 more bandana, which isn't exactly hard. Just go into any of the buildings here, and they'll have some tug in it. Honestly, kind of looked there that I just started, fist fighting rather than, stabbing. And was he trying to kill me with a glass bottle? Huh. Also, there is actually a quest here from Northrend. See that book there on the ground? That's to do with Northrend quest. It's to do with the tournament up here. There is like some black knight that keeps participating in it. He dies and resurrects and all that. And you find out who he is. He's someone here from Westfall. Maybe the Horde don't deal with him, or don't get sent all the way to Westfall. I don't know. But he, at least I remember doing that on Palnai.
Need help?
What's your back, Harenger? Thugs and mercenaries lurk in the shadows. Any luck? V? The only V I know is Van Cleef, but he died many years ago. It looks like the meeting... let me just clean my glasses. It's me. It looks like the meeting of the shadowy... it looks like the meeting the shadowy figure spoke of is starting soon. The homeless are starting to mobilize. I need you to attend the rally and gather information, Harenger. Go to the center of Moonbrook and listen in to the rally. Return to me with whatever you find out. Red bandanas. I haven't seen a red bandana in 5 years. Could this shadowy figure be attempting to reform the Defiance Brotherhood?
Be careful.
I get worn Defiance bracers in return. Better armor and higher crit strike, but no agility. I wish they said if it's an improvement or not. You know, I'll Diablo. Gather, brothers and sisters, come all and listen. Brothers, sisters, we are abandoned, the orphaned children of Stormwind. Don't you mean Azeroth? Our king sits atop his throne made of gold and shrugs at our plight. Meanwhile, our children die of starvation on these very streets. His war, not ours, costs us our livelihood. We paid for the lion's victories with our blood and the blood of our loved ones. The time has come, brothers and sisters, to stop this injustice. The government of Stormwind, of the Alliance, must be made accountable for what it has done to us. Today we are reborn. Today we take a stand as men and women, not nameless, faceless numbers. Says the nameless, faceless person. Who can't even afford a proper banner. Shocking. Alright, we'll head on back. I remember seeing some joke, someone posting joke recruitment posters online for like Final Fantasy 14 groups. Within Final Fantasy 14, there is 3 grand companies, one for each of the player factions. There's like 3 capital cities, and there's one for each thing. I think that's the right way to explain it. You know, like how there's like in WoW, there's like Stormwind, Darnassus, Ogrimmar. It's like that in Final Fantasy 14, except in WoW there's many more capital cities. In this thing, there's only 3, and I think 1 in an expansion, so 4. But anyway, I don't know about the 4th one if it has a grand company. I kind of doubt it. But they had it was apparently meant to be like recruitment posters, and someone had some RP character. And so the recruitment poster just consisted of the RP character standing in a bikini with a banner in the background for that faction, and that's it. Like the woman will be on a beach kind of thing. The only reason I bring it up is her holding up that flag and having the recruitment poster like flash before my eyes kind of thing. My mind is really annoying. It could draw the slightest connection from anything. Like I've frequently said before, like, I could see Keanu Reeves and think, yeah, Harvey Dent. Yeah. Also, for some reason, and no one ever brings this up, there's just random zombies around here. With bent spoons on them. Apparently you can't sap a zombie. You can sap a demon though. So anyway, so that I can't pick up Gortusk's pocket, but anyway. I could hear the cheers from here. It seems as if we've got a huge problem on our hands, Harenger. We have to discover the identity of the shadowy menace before we enlist the aid of Stormwind. Perhaps there's another way. There's the shaman here, Tolarius, who might be able to aid us. He's a friend of Gaines, Stoutmantles, who has recently come to Westville to study the elemental devastation that has befallen us. Speak to Tolarius and see if there's something that he can do to shed some light on the identity of this shadowy figure.
The Alliance.
Open your heart to the light.
Yes, perhaps I could be of some assistance. When I was in Northrend, I helped the people of Valgard discover some of the secrets of the Vrykul by delving into the spirit world. Perhaps the same could be done here. This incense will put your body and mind in a deep meditative state. Once the trance begins, you'll be pulled into the spirit world. Do not fight the trance once it has become an anger. Allow the spirits to show you what they know. You must leave now. Go to the Dead Mines, a place where I am told holds great significance in the history of the Westfall. Once inside, use the incense. You may enter the Dead Mines through the old farmhouse south of here. Follow the homeless. Return to Stoutmantle with your discovery. Sorry, just need